And we are live here at Crispus Attucks High School, home of the Tigers. It is a famous school. I'll give you some of the rundown of some of the players that have played here. Most notably would be Oscar Robertson in the NBA Hall of Fame. And Cats have, we're getting here just a bit delayed at 3 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the first quarter. Your junior varsity Cats out 14-10. They are down by 4, but it was, they've come back quite a bit here recently. They were down by quite a bit. And that's, looks like Sarah Roscoe is going to be fouled on the play by number 12 of Crispus Attucks. Try to get you tripod here. Good. Thank you for joining us here for tonight's matchup versus the Crispus Attucks Tigers and your Indianapolis homeschool Wildcats. Spin that. Take this off here and put it on there. That'd be great. 3 minutes to go in this first period. It's 14-10. Cats. Huff with the ball on the left side. Swings it down to Roscoe. That's Katie Roscoe. Off to Sarah Roscoe for 3. Rims out. Rebounded by number 22 of Crispus Attucks. Tigers on the run. Up the court and get it inside to 22. She's tall. 22. Gets the ball and puts it in for 2. 16-10. Cats down by 6 in the first period here. Roscoe to Roscoe. Up the court on the right side. It's going to be a double dribble call there on Roscoe. And it's going to be Tigers basketball. 2.5 minutes to go in the first. Attucks gets the ball in to the Tigers, and 24 is going to come up the court. Quickly up the court, just inside the three-point line, and pulls the trigger on a 2. Rebounded by the Tigers. Rebounded again by the Tigers. Rebounded. She had position in there, and she's going to try to go up. It's going to be a 3-second violation. She did not put the ball up. 3 seconds on the call. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. This is the junior varsity contest between your Cats and the Crispus Attucks Tigers. Katie Roscoe gets it on up to Sarah Roscoe. Sarah Roscoe, good pick there by Tolbert. Out to Huff for 3. It's 2. She stepped on the line. Nice shot there by Huff. And it's going to be Tigers basketball. 16-12. Cats deficit is 4 here. It's going to be gathered in by Huff, who stepped on the line right before she threw it back to Ochin. It's going to remain Tigers basketball. 16-12, a minute 43 left to go in the first. And to get it into 22, who puts it up, no good. Rebounded, and the ball was tipped by Roscoe. She's outsized by about a foot, and she went up there and blocked the ball. And now it's out to 24. 24 gets it into 15. That's going to be a foul on Huff. That's clearly outsized here, and they are, generally speaking, because the girls are just so young. Can you just hold that for a minute? Show everybody the game, and I'll get the contractions. It's just like this. Go just like this. Just like that.
Shot made. 17-12. Cats down. That second shot made too. Fouls on Katie.
Stolen away by the Cats. Huff with the basketball. Huff's going to go all the way inside the paint, put it up, and off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. It is Tigers basketball. They get it into 22. All the way up to 24, who pushes her way inside with the right arm. And she makes a room for herself, and it went in. We'll get names here for the other team, hopefully in the varsity contest. 24 gets it stolen away by Huff. It's going to be a jump ball call on the court, and it's going to be Wildcat basketball. 40 seconds to go in this first. Huff with the basketball to inbound the basketball into Sarah Roscoe. and gets it in to Sarah Roscoe. Roscoe comes up the court with the right-hand dribble. Going to go down, 36 seconds to go. He puts up the floater. No good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Crispus Attucks Tigers get it up to number 4, who tries to go inside. Good defense being applied there by Huff. Huff gets the rebound. Huff's going to come up the court. Look for some help. Get it over to Sarah Roscoe. Sarah Roscoe to come up the court. And she crosses the timeline, does Sarah Roscoe, who gets it up to Ochin. Ochin for 2. No good. Rebounded by the Tigers. And again, Cats are outsized just about every game anyway. They're just so young and small. And that's going to be no good. And a baseball thrown there by Sarah Roscoe. She just decided to chuck it up the court. And that's going to be the end of the first period. We'll give you a shot of the scoreboard here. It is 20-12. Cats down by 8. They were down by 4 just a little bit ago. And the Crispus Attucks Tigers have put that lead back up to 8. You are listening to the Wildcat Broadcasting Network, the WBN. This is your home for Wildcat basketball, for the ladies Wildcat basketball here on this YouTube channel. We're so thankful for you listening and following along. And I really need my sponsors and stuff if you've got that. And we'll get a lineup here probably in the next game. We just got here a little bit late. This is the JV contest here, the junior varsity contest, which really is more of a junior high versus their junior varsity. But the girls learning a lot and playing well together. We'll give you a few of our sponsors here. American Senior Communities, where caring people make the difference. ASCCare.com. Chicago's Pizza, our story is told in every slice. ChicagosPizza.com. DLZ Corporation. Award-winning with more than 100 years of architectural and engineering experience serving the Midwest and beyond. DLZ.com. Distinctive Kitchen and Bath. Follow us on Instagram. Visit our Center Grove showroom or contact us at 317-201-8500. Franklin Muffler Brakes and More. Your hometown car care center at 99 Morton Street in Franklin, Indiana. Gaylor Electric. Reliable resources, reliable outcomes, reliable insights, genuine care for people. It's all about reliability. Gaylor Electric. And Tigers inbound the basketball, go inside the paint, and going to almost dribble it out on the far right side. Looks inside, stolen away, or tapped away by Huff. Not quite stolen away, and the Tigers gather it back in and put it in for 2. It's 22-12, and the Tigers extend that lead to 10. Out to Woodard for 3. It's short. And it's rebounded by Angela Ochin, who threw it back in to the Tigers. It is Tigers basketball all the way up. They look inside. That's their play. They have the height advantage for sure on that. It's going to stay Tiger basketball on the out-of-bounds play. Underneath their own basket are the Crispus Attucks Tigers. They're going to get Julia Bookwalter checking in. Cat's going to see if they can go on a run, bringing in some of the slightly older players that should be able to, that do qualify via age, but normally play on the varsity level. So it's Holly Woodard and Julia Bookwalter check in for the Cats. Again, 22-12. Cats down by 10 at the moment, and also down in the foul department as well. 4 fouls to 2 fouls on the Crispus Attucks Tigers. That's a hard name to say. Crispus Attucks, a storied program. Many famous players have graduated here, most notably Oscar Robertson, who is a Hall of Fame basketball player, incredible player. So from right here at Crispus Attucks. So really cool program, a lot of history. And it's right here in downtown Indianapolis. It may be the closest high school to the downtown area, right off of Martin Luther King Jr. Street and 10th Street. So right downtown, actually close to where I work. So this is right in the home area for me, but it's right downtown at Crispus Attucks. Tigers get it in, and it's stepped on the line, out of bounds. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. And Katie Roscoe to inbound the basketball. So Natalie Tolbert, Bookwalter, Woodard, Ochin, and Katie Roscoe on the court for your Cats. This is the junior varsity contest. Bookwalter looks to get it in, gets it inside. Woodard takes it inside, puts it up, and she is fouled on the play. Kind of a late whistle there by the referee, and he might have lost his whistle and finally found it. That's going to be a foul. So see who that's on. Didn't see who that was on, and it's not showing. All right. Turn my notifications off here. Sorry about that. And Woodard goes to the line to shoot two, 22-12. And Woodard, first one is up, and that one is good. Hit the front of the rim, the back of the rim, the backboard, and fell in. 22-13, Cats cut the lead, cut the deficit to 9. 6:05 to go in this first half, so second quarter. It's rebounded, and then the Tigers got it, and then they threw it, and it was stolen away by the Cats, and Bookwalter now has it. She had stolen the ball away and got it in, trying to get it inside. It's stolen away by the Tigers. Tigers are the basketball, and they come up. It's going to be stolen away by the Cats. Katie Roscoe gets it to Hollywood. Hollywood up the court quickly. Going to drive to the free throw line, pull up, and a hit from 2. That's 22-15. Cats down by 7. And Tigers get the ball in, and now they come up the court, cross the timeline, looking for some help. She's got her dribble hung up there, so she does get it to number 13. It's almost stolen away by Hollywood. That one's stolen away by Natalie Tolbert. She's going to go on the fast break and lose it. Oh, it's just outsized. I mean, the Crispus Attuck player is twice the size of Natalie Tolbert in weight and height and every measurement. So it's just it's tough for the Cats as they are outsized. Bookwalter for 3, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. It's stolen back away by Katie Roscoe. Gets it to Woodard for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Tigers come up the court quickly, being guarded by Ochin. Going to go all the way down. She just shoveled it in, trying to get it to somebody. Stolen away by Ochin. And she gets it to Bookwalter. Bookwalter on the fast break. Looks ahead to Katie Roscoe. No good. Rebounded by the much taller Crispus. Oh, that's a tough thing to say. The Tigers. Rebounded by the Tigers. Little Harlem Globetrotter action there attempted by the Tigers. Throw it up and off the glass and let the next person try to corral it and put it in, but it didn't go in, and it's 22-15, Cats down by 7. Natalie Tolbert checks out, Melissa Tolbert checks in, and Angela Ochin checks out, and Lydia Huff checks in. And Tigers get it in, 15 being guarded by Melissa Tolbert, who's completely outsized on it. Hollywood tries to slap the ball away, and they get it inside, and that's going to be a 3-second violation on the Tigers. And Hollywood to inbound the basketball. Appreciate you joining us here on the WBN. This is the JV contest. That's why you're seeing the blue uniforms out there. The varsity players wear red. They get it inside to Bookwalter, who puts it up and in for 2. That's 22-17. Cats have cut that 10-point lead to 5. And Tigers need to get it in. It's stolen away by Huff. Puts it up and rims out. Tough bounce there for Huff. It looked like it was going in. She was robbed, almost like somebody was standing underneath the basket and poked it back out. But it gets off the Attucks players, and so it's going to be Wildcat basketball as they've cut that 10-point lead to 5 with just under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Right now, Bookwalter and Woodard in from the varsity playing here because they are age eligible to play down on the JV level. And we need all the help we can get on the JV level because the girls it's more of a junior high team, a very young junior varsity team. And right now, the foul difference, it's the visiting team has 4, and that would be us, and the Tigers have 3. And so Coach Roscoe, in the timeout, he did not call the timeout. The Attucks team did. Do we have any lineups or do we have any sheet with names or anything? If they have it, or here, you can just take that. Hopefully we'll have some names here in the second half as we get ready to call the action in the second half. Maybe we'll have names for the Tigers. Right now, the Wildcats retake the court. Yes, go Cats. This is the junior varsity contest. And Julia Bookwalter in. They're going to inbound the basketball. So it's Woodard, Bookwalter, Melissa Tolbert, Lydia Huff, and Katie Roscoe. They get it into Woodard. Down low to Bookwalter, who steps outside the 3 and is short. Rebounded by number 14 of the Tigers. And they're going to go on a fast break, and it's going to be out of bounds on Crispus Attucks. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. It is 22-17. Cats down by 5. 3 minutes, 44 seconds to go in the first half. Huff to get it into Woodard. Woodard looks ahead, or is going to drive ahead. All the way inside the paint with the left hand. No good. Rebounded by the Tigers, and they are on that fast break. Huff tries to knock the ball away. Does. It's probably going to stay. White ball. That would be Crispus Attucks basketball in the white jerseys. The Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats in the blue. 21's going to inbound the basketball for the Tigers. Slap the ball, look to get it in, and they do get it in. To 12 being guarded by Melissa Tolbert inside the lane, and it's rebounded, tapped around. The Attucks players just have the size advantage, and they get the rebound and put it back in. That makes it 24-17. Cats back down by 7. Julia Bookwalter with the basketball. Looks down low on the left side to Katie Roscoe for 3. No good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Tigers come up the court quickly, being guarded, slapped away by the Cats. It's going to stay Tigers basketball. And again, the Cats just outsized, but hanging in there, 24-17. Certainly respectable here against a much taller and older team. Attucks gets it in to the big girl at the free throw line who banks it home for 2. Does number 15 of the Tigers. It's back to a 9-point lead for the Tigers. 9-point deficit for the Cats. Get it over to Woodard. Woodard thought about pulling the trigger on the three-pointer. Gets it back out to Bookwalter. Bookwalter's going to pull the 3. Boom! That's 3 for Julia Bookwalter. It's 26-19. It's now a 7-point. Let's see, that should be... It's a 7-point lead, but it was a 3. I thought we had a 9-point lead just a second ago. I'm not sure they gave her a 3 on that. It sure looked like a 3 from here, but must not have been. Going to be a travel call on the play, and that's going to... Okay, they did go ahead and fix it. It was a 3. 26-20. Cats down by 6. With the three-pointer from Julia Bookwalter. Huff to inbound the basketball. Get it into Katie Roscoe. Gets it into Katie Roscoe. Roscoe across the timeline. Baseball pass down to Bookwalter for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by the Tigers, and it's slapped away by Huff and Woodard. They try to get it to go in. Can't get it to go in. It's going to be wild. It's going to be Tiger basketball. It's 26-20, 2 minutes, 6 seconds to go in the first half. Tigers to inbound the basketball. No numbers. So we don't have any clue as to who the Tigers players are. We did arrive a little bit late, but still can't find any numbers or names. So hopefully we'll have that for the varsity contest coming up. That was an interesting pass. She just threw it straight up in the air and let number 12 go get it. They're going to go inside. It's going to be a foul called on the play. Probably on Ochin. It's going to be on number 5, Angela Ochin, on the foul. So again, on the court for the Cats, it's Ochin, Huff, Bookwalter, Woodard, and Katie Roscoe. And Attucks player settles, shoots off the back of the rim, no good. And the second one coming. It's 5 fouls, 5 team fouls for the Cats, 3 team fouls for the Tigers. All of the bench is social distanced over there, and masks are required inside the building. And so right now we just instead of being muffled, I just have the mask pulled down a little bit. Huff. Woodard tried to go inside, had it slapped away. Huff came back up with it. They get it down to Ochin. It's almost gathered out. It's going to be a foul on number 21 of the Tigers. It's going to be Wildcat basketball underneath their own basket. 27-20, Cats down by 7. 1 minute, 31 seconds to go in the first half. Julia Bookwalter slaps the ball, looks to get it in, and gets it into Huff. Huff needs some help. She's pulled up her dribble, just threw it into the middle, and it was just almost looked like a pass to the Tigers, who went down and laid it up and in. Huff could not see over the big bodies. Baseball pass down to Bookwalter. 1 minute, 14 seconds to go. Bookwalter off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hollywood with good hustle on the rebound, who puts up a three, and that hits. Boom for Holly Woodard. It's 29-23. Cats down by 6 there. They keep hanging in this game, even though they are outsized and outaged, if that's the right word. And the Tigers for 3. No good. Rebounded by Bookwalter, who had her arm kind of just taken away from her, but no call on the foul. Bookwalter comes up across the timeline. Bookwalter gets it down to Katie Roscoe. Gets it inside to Angela Ochin. Angela Ochin loses the ball, but they're going to call a foul on number 22 with the body. She says, "I'm tall." That was, she said, "I'm tall." That was her answer for why she got called for the foul. She said, "I'm tall." Well, sometimes that is why they call it on you. We've discovered that with Emma as well, but it looked like a foul, and that's what the referee called, so it is a foul. 29-23. 22 doing some jumping jacks down there. They get into Katie Roscoe. Roscoe down on the far left side to Woodard for 3. Rims out. Rebounded by the Tigers, and they get it up quickly, do the Tigers, and might have been a travel on the play. They're going to call a bucket instead with the foul. She walked inside. Just really surprised they didn't call the travel there. But the foul was called as well. I'm sure she was fouled, but she walked first, in my humble opinion. 31-23. That leads back up to 8 for the Tigers. Wildcats down by 8. 22.9 seconds to go. One shot because the shot was made. And 16 fouls on the Cats. And some really long hair there by the shooter. It's braided and goes past the waist, so really long hair there. And she makes it, does number 12. She's also got some tattoos, which is interesting for a junior varsity. Because you would think they'd be younger. That's going to be out of bounds on white. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. 32-23. Cats down by 9. 15.7 seconds to go in the first half. So Katie Roscoe gets it into Bookwalter, who triggers the 3. No good. Rebounded by Holly Woodard, who puts it up. And that one goes in for 2. 25-32. Cats cut the lead to 7. 5 seconds to go. They're going to need to get something to happen here. And it's 1 second. They get it up. And that's going to be the expiration of time in the first half. At the end of one half, that's 2 quarters of play. It is Wildcats 25, the Crispus Attucks Tigers 32. Cast down by 7 at the half. And so the Tigers go into the locker room leading by 7. It's going to be a 10-minute halftime here. And so we will see if we can get you some of our sponsors here. We'll walk through them nice and slow so you can hear our sponsors. Sometimes we have to speed up everything because there's not much time, but we will give you that. And so we are here live from downtown Indianapolis at the Ray Crow Court, the home of the Crispus Attucks Tigers. And we'll pick back up on our sponsors. Greenwood Auto Tire, celebrating 40 years of service in Greenwood and Southport. AutoTireCare.com. In His Hands Orphans Outreach, changing the lives of orphans. InHisHands.org. Integrity Real Estate, making your real estate goals a slam dunk. RealIntegrity.com. JLP Electric, 20 years of electrician experience, ready to serve you. Look us up on Facebook, JLP Electric. Meyer Groceries and more. Check out the Meyer app today or visit us at Meyer.com. NASCO Industries Incorporated, protective outerwear solutions made in the USA, NASCOInc.com. Public Servants Prayer, providing prayer and pastoral care in the political arena. Follow us on social media for prayer updates or find us online at thepsp.org. Taylor University, academic excellence dedicated to truth. Visit us at taylor.edu. Thai Spice and Thai Connection. Visit Thai Spice in Indianapolis or Thai Connection in Columbus for authentic Thai cuisine. And those are your sponsors. We're so thankful to have sponsors here on the Wildcat Broadcasting Network, the WBN And we are live here in downtown Indianapolis at the storied program at Crispus Attucks. This school has gone through different iterations over the years, but it was the home of Oscar Robertson, the famous NBA player, Hall of Fame NBA player, Oscar Robertson, from right here in downtown Indianapolis. Looks like there's a banner hanging here. In 2017, the Crispus Attucks were the state basketball champions for boys basketball. And then let's see if we can see 1951 a finalist, 1957 a finalist. We go over here, state champions in 1955, state champions in 1956, state champions in 1959 and 2017. So, again, storied program, and kind of a neat school. Great architectural design. Named after an American sailor, Crispus Attucks. We'll give you a couple more details here of the Crispus Attucks High School. This storied school here, Crispus Attucks. According to Wikipedia, Crispus Attucks was an American whaler, sailor, and stevedore of African and Native American descent, generally regarded as the first person killed in the Boston Massacre and thus the first American killed in the American Revolution. And that's fascinating about Crispus Attucks. And then the high school here, named after Crispus Attucks, which is a hard name to say as you're calling basketball. Crispus Attucks gets all tongue-tied. Trying to say that fast all the time. But we'll give you a few more details here about Crispus Attucks. And I want to save my shookism here for later. I do have one. We'll have it during the varsity contest. You are listening to the Wildcat Broadcasting Network on the WBN. And we are live in Indianapolis at Crispus Attucks High School, home of the Tigers, at Ray Crow Court in downtown Indianapolis. And some of the notable alumni from Crispus Attucks. Julia Carson, former member of the United States House of Representatives, was here, and she served 1997 to 2007, and that is when her grandson, Andre Carson, took over for Julia Carson as a member of the United States House of Representatives in Congress. Also, a couple of other notables I already did mention Oscar Robertson, NBA player from 1960 to 1974, and he was NBA's Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame inductee in 1980, and the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame in 1982. And then Bailey Flapp Robertson, former Harlem Globetrotter, former NBA player, Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame inductee, 1990 was when Bailey Flapp Robertson. No clue if he's a relation to Oscar Robertson, not sure there. And then Willie Gardner, former Harlem Globetrotter, Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame inductee, 1986. So those are some of your more famous graduates and basketball players here at Crispus Attucks. We'll go ahead and sign off here for a few minutes, and we'll join you back on the other side of the halftime. It's 4 minutes, 28 seconds to go left in this halftime break. We'll see you on the other side with another broadcast. Talk to you in a few minutes. Signing off for now, Matt Barnes, for Miriam Barnes and Shelly Dove. Talk to you soon. Hey, Miriam, I just jumped off. I'm going to come back after the